Hey guys. First of all, ignore my hair. Okay? Ignore the hair. I bleached it this morning. Hi, Belle. Over on Twitch. Hello. I bleached it this morning. It is drying. I'm going to be dyeing it later. So we're just gonna ignore this monstrosity that is my hair right now. I know it looks crazy. But I'm gonna eat my lunch while we're live together. Here's my lunch. I meal prepped it on my Instagram stories if you guys follow me on Instagram, but the meal prep for the week is buffalo chicken, lettuce wraps, and a boiled egg. And this is my last one of the week. It's been so good. I'm definitely gonna be making it again. Definitely. I have to sneeze. Ow, that one hurt. Mochi! Okay, Deanie's back there fighting a rug. The dogs are fighting each other. Come here. Okay. No, my hair looks terrible. I don't like this color on me, like all around, like the peach color. I don't like it. I want it to be blonde. And that's the issue. Okay, I'm gonna eat. Let's eat together. I don't know if it's lunchtime where y'all are, but it's 1 p.m. here, so I am hungry. So I'm gonna eat my lettuce wrap. We're just gonna chat. Thank you guys. My allergies have been really bad since it got warm outside. I need like a hair clip or something. Thank you. I've been very proud of myself with my meal prepping for the past 2 weeks, and I have not been weighing myself because that's just, it's triggering for me, so I don't do that, but I can feel like the difference in like the strength of my body or whatever. Like, I'm not as tired during the day. Like, of course I'm still tired. I have thyroid issues. Like, I'm always tired, but I have more energy in the day. Except for the migraines that I have been getting. I've been getting migraines just because I completely cut off caffeine, and I'm just having withdrawals from that pretty much, but I already feel better. I don't know if I've lost weight or anything, because I have not been checking, and honestly, that is just not important to me. But, I feel better physically, and that's all that really matters, because the number on the scale is not what the important thing is. But yeah, these lettuce wraps have been so good. Like, would I prefer it to be a tortilla? Duh. But I do love lettuce, and I love buffalo chicken, and I love boiled eggs, so. Oh, I think I finally got the tipping thing to work again. So here's the tip from last stream. I have not seen the birds again. So maybe I'm coming to the conclusion in my head that they weren't real, but they were. Buffalo mac and cheese sounds really good. But yeah, I need to dye my hair. And I made a story on Instagram asking hairdressers to help me. And I've gotten a lot of messages, so I'm gonna order the stuff like while I'm on stream so I can do that later today, because I go back to work tomorrow, so I literally have to do it today. And I refuse to go shop at Sally's in person because the people that work at Sally's always follow me around and I don't like it. Yeah, he's underneath me, watching me, as always. I give the dog celery as Treats. I can't say that word out loud. And he smells it, so he thinks that he's gonna get one. Because there is celery in this. Hi, Alex. I don't know how long I'll be streaming today. Probably at least 2 hours, but I've got a lot of things that I need to do. So I won't be streaming for super long today. He's staring at me. You guys can't see him. This meal's really good though. I wish I had more. I have more chicken. I can make the chicken again, but I don't have any more lettuce, so I need to go to the store and get some more lettuce. It's so good. It's so easy to make too. I literally just took like frozen pulled chicken and then mixed it with a couple different seasonings, cooked it on the stove, and then you just put it on lettuce. I added boiled egg too because I just really like boiled eggs. It's a really good source of protein, and I just honestly love the texture of eggs, so. And then instead of having like the carbs with the tortilla and the bread and stuff, I just use lettuce instead. I'm also having a gnat problem again because it's getting warmer outside. So I killed all of them and now they're coming back and it's pissing me off!
Just subscribe.
Thank you, Loomis, for subscribing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hi, Owl. I really appreciate you. I keep forgetting that I'm live on Twitch, too. I'm still not used to doing both at the same time. Did you want me to let you know if I find any more? Hey, if you ever find American Girl stuff and you want to send it to me, like, I will take it, like, at any time. Like, it blows my mind that any of you guys would ever want to send me things like that, so very kind. I do. I have a doll channel. The username is AG actually. So the letter A, the letter G, and then the word actually. I haven't posted on it in a couple months just because I haven't had time to do any doll stuff. That's just a hobby, but I want to do one soon. I also kind of want to post. I filmed a Blythe video like a year ago when I hurt my hand. And I never posted it because in the video I was like, I kept having mental breakdowns because I couldn't do anything because of my hand. So I'm gonna have to edit like a lot of my mental breakdowns out of that video, but I want to post it because I love my Blythe doll. I want to post soon because I have like 4 historical dolls that I want to restore. I just have not had time. Okay, I'm gonna pull up the Sally's. Actually, I think Sally's Beauty is on Instacart, so I'm gonna use Instacart for it. Because I pay for Instacart, I don't have to pay the extra, like, delivery fees and everything. Did I tell y'all what happened with me and with DoorDash? I don't know if I ever told you guys that story. I might have. But I don't pay for DoorDash anymore. Fuck them. I did? Okay. Fuck DoorDash. I still have not used it. Okay, to the people who didn't hear the story, I'll do like a long story short moment. Basically, one morning, I was having a shit morning. I packed my lunch, I packed my breakfast to go to work, left it sitting on the counter. So I get to work and I'm like, oh shit, I'm working 8 hours and I have no food. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna order DoorDash. So I order DoorDash for me and my friend who I work with. And the DoorDasher shows up and it's not my order. It's like a drink and like 4 donut holes, and I ordered like $28 worth of food and drinks and coffee and stuff. So I told the DoorDasher, I was like, this is not my order, and he was like, well, this is what they gave me. He was like, I'll try to contact the customer service. They didn't answer him. So I said, whatever, dude, like, it's fine. Because he like got defensive immediately, and I was like, bro, I'm not like coming at you, I'm just saying this is not my order. Relax. And basically I contacted their customer support and they declined a refund. Even though I sent them pictures of like the wrong order and everything. They declined a refund, so I called them. And I was like, I sent you pictures of everything, this is not my order, I paid $28, I want a refund. And they were like, no, you're not getting one. They were straight up like, you're just not getting the refund. So they stole $28 from me. I did not get my order. So I canceled my Dash Pass immediately, and I have not used them again. Because I have never had this issue ever before. Like, if my food is cold, you can complain about it and get money back, and I've never even had an issue. But I actually don't get my order at all, with picture proof that it is not my order, and I don't get any of my money back. So fuck DoorDash, actually. And like, I have paid for the Dash Pass guys for literally 4 years because the customer service lady had the audacity on the phone to say, well, while we're waiting, I just want to thank you so much for being a Dash Pass member for 4 years. Yeah, I have spent thousands of dollars on DoorDash in the past couple of years. Thousands of dollars using DoorDash. And you're not gonna refund me $28. Ooh, I was so fucking pissed. I was so fucking pissed. So fucking pissed, y'all. And like, whatever, first world problem. Yeah, I get it. But like, also, I'm a hardworking woman and I don't want my money wasted. And I didn't even want to spend that money anyway because I had my food and I left it sitting at home. I only have a 30-minute lunch break. I live 30 minutes away from my job, so I can't go home and go get my food. So I needed a way to fucking eat. So yeah, I haven't used them since, and I will not. I will use Uber Eats, I will use Instacart, and I will keep talking about how much I fucking hate DoorDash. Anyway, that lunch was very good. Very tasty. So I made it myself. Now Mochi's like, okay, I'm done here. Where are you going? Okay. Let me pull up my Instacart and I'm gonna try to order what hairstylists are telling me to order. Okay. We're gonna do this together real quick. Okay. Seems like I'm being told to use a level 8 toner. Okay. Okay. Why is it not showing on Instacart? Oh, I typed it in wrong. No, I didn't contact my bank, and that's my issue. I was so angry about the situation that I was just stewing for like days on it, and then my boyfriend was like, "Oh, well, did you just like report it at your bank?" And then when I went to go report it at the bank, they told me that it was like too late. Like the transaction was already like completed or something. I don't know. Wells Fargo sucks, so they suck too. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna like fight and yell at a bunch of people over $28, but also $28 is an entire meal. Like, so irritating. Okay. All of these are... Do I have to go get it in person? Oh no, this is what I want. Yes, this is what I want. Permanent liquid hair color. 8N. Light blonde. Light golden blonde? I don't really want... Can I use an ash blonde? I don't want... Light blonde. Okay, yeah, that's what I want. Oh, that sounds fun. I need to finish my star blanket. 8N light blonde. Okay. I can use that over the peach. I'm scared. I'm trying to do this like professionally because I do want to have blonde hair again. I do want colored hair too though, so I'm like, should I just get light purple and just put light purple over this? I don't know what to do. I don't want it to go dark again. Okay. They're telling me, it seems like most of the hairdressers are telling me to go for like a level 8 hair color on this peachy color to tone it, and then to use a level 6 to do like a shadow root moment. Dark blonde, and then do like a shadow root. I don't really know how to do a shadow root. I'm scared. Okay. I'm scared. Will my hair turn green? I'm scared. I don't want my hair to turn green. I know light purple would be pretty too, but I kind of want to just try to do blonde. And if it doesn't work, then I'm just gonna go over it with purple. I have a backup plan. What volume developer should I buy? I don't know what volume I should be mixing this with. I just don't want my hair to turn green. For a shadow root, what I'm assuming is you're basically just like covering your roots with the darker color and then blending it with the lighter color is what I'm assuming is what you do, right? I don't know what volume developer I'm supposed to use with the Wella Charm Permanent Liquid Hair Color. I'm gonna look it up. I love Google. Hi, Sorcerella. I like your username, that's cute. We got a lot of first-time chatters here. Hello. Hello, guys. Hydrate. Okay. It says that you can use a 10 or a 20. Might just do a 20. I don't know what to do. I don't want to go to a professional though, I want to do it myself. Okay, I'm just gonna do 20. What's the difference between clear developer and regular developer? Okay, I'm just gonna buy 20 volume developer. And then I also would like to get like a hair mask of some sort. Let me just buy one of their like cheap hair masks that they have. I took cosmetology in high school, but that's it. Honestly, I feel like most of the things that you can learn, like obviously, yes, you learn more going to a school and having hands-on approaches with people and stuff like that, but I feel like you can learn a lot of stuff if you just know color theory and you just watch YouTube videos and Google. Like, you can learn a lot of stuff just yourself. And the main reason I do pretty well with my hair colors most of the time is because I just know basic color theory, so I know, like, what's gonna tone out what. Yeah, like, usually YouTube videos will, like, tell you what you need to know. I'm gonna buy this Contour Deep Shea Butter. Okay, I'm just gonna do what these hairdressers are telling me to do, and if my hair turns like a weird color, I'm just gonna go over it with purple or a pink. Okay. $28 is crazy. Okay. $35? Why am I spending $35? I'm buying like 4 things. Why is it $35? Can 2, sorry. I mean, I guess the toners itself is literally $20, so. Okay, I'm getting the level 8 neutral light blonde, level 6 neutral dark blonde to do a shadow root, 20 volume developer, and a packet of Can2 deep treatment mask. And it's $35 for all of that. Oh well, I guess I'll use my money. It's better than spending like $400 at the hair salon, right? That's what I try to tell myself. Like, I could be spending like a shit ton of money at the hair salon, so. Continue to check out. I don't know if I would feel comfortable doing it on live. Maybe. I'll think about it. Okay, just transfer $34 over into my PayPal account, and I'll just pay with PayPal. Alright, per. Alright. Let's hope it doesn't come out bad and I wasted $35. I really hate spending money if I really don't need to, but... I hope they're in stock, because then I'm just gonna be like, Alright, let's just hope it's in stock. I'm gonna keep checking my notifications to make sure. Okay. I just purchased a serger sewing machine. I do not even know what that is. Oh, that's fancy. What does that do? Embroidery? That looks very intense. Powerful and durable frame holds machine still for skip-free stitching. Variety of 2, 3, or 4 thread stitches and 6 different stitch types. Whoa. That's fancy. I wouldn't know how to use that. I can barely figure out how to use my own. I'm gonna crochet a candle case with bees on it. That sounds very cute. Okay, so I am almost done with my first strawberry bag. Here it is. I just need to put the fabric in it and the button, and then make the charms, which I have the Palmer clay that I bought to make the charms. But I didn't feel like setting up for doing the clay on stream today, and also didn't want to set up my sewing machine. So I am just going to start working on the next bag on this live stream and start just making some granny squares. But the first bag is almost done. It's going to look more like poofy and more voluptuous when it has the fabric inside of it. But yeah. First bag and pouch done. Pretty much. Just need to do the last finishing steps. I'm gonna take pictures of these together too before I ship them out, because I want to have like matching photos of like the pouch with the purse. So yeah. That one is probably going to be shipped out like the beginning of next week, I'm hoping. But in this live stream, I'm going to work on starting the next one. I think I have 3 that I need to make right now. And there's still some up for pre-order, so my website's in the description box if you guys want to pre-order one, purchase one. My website is alyssanicoledesigns.shop, not .com, just .shop. Do you chain 1 between each cluster when doing a granny square? Is 2 chains per corner good? It depends on what kind of granny square you're doing. There's a lot of different kinds. Are you talking about just like the basic granny square pattern? Because everybody does it differently. Like, some people will do 2 chains in between each one, some people will do 1. I typically do like 1 chain in between each cluster, and then I do 2 chains in the corner. But with the granny squares that I'm making right now, I only chain in the corners. I don't chain in the middle. Okay, yeah, I have 2 pre-order openings left, and I think that's all that I'm going to have until I start working on the next products for my website. So if you guys want a strawberry bag, there's only 2 openings left, and that's probably going to be the last openings for the strawberry bag for a while. Because I don't know when my surgery is going to be and stuff like that, and I don't want to overwhelm myself before my surgery to get things done. So there are 2 slots left to pre-order the bag, the pouch, and the charm if you'd like. And yeah. I'm making 3 of them right now. About to be done with the first, so. Yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. Okay. Let's get started. Go ahead and make 9 of these. I always start with the darker color because that's the most that I have to make. And my handy dandy clover hook that Claudine chewed the end off of it. So love that for me. Also for Valentine's Day, I wanted to post a crochet tutorial on fingerless gloves, like Valentine's themed fingerless gloves. But I have not filmed that yet. I have a couple videos that I need to do. I just haven't had time because all the video ideas that I want to do are gonna take a lot of time. And guys, if you were watching my last live stream and I asked you on that poll what box I should do for this month's craft video, and y'all chose embroidery, we all thought that the embroidery was going to be that cute little heart that was on the little packet. No, that is not the project that is inside those bags. The project for this month's craft is an embroidered coin purse. I'm going to be embroidering a coin purse, sewing fabric together, sewing it into the purse hardware, and making an entire purse. Like, it's not a quick, I'm just embroidering, like... So I haven't had time to do it because I'm like, I don't have time to sit here and like embroider and like sew fabric and make a purse that I'm like not even gonna really use, but I need to do it for the video. Like, it's cute, it's just not like really my style, and like the fabric is like flannel and very like, I don't know. It's cute, it's just like not really my style, so I won't like use the purse, you know? Maybe I'll give it away or something. Maybe I'll do a giveaway with it. Like, you can imagine my surprise when I go to like open all of the bags and it's like not the heart. I'll show you. I don't know if I should be showing you this early, but I'm gonna show it to you anyway. So you would think that when you see the packet that this is gonna be what you're making, right? Because I was like, oh, Valentine's Day, like I'm gonna be making a little heart, and that's I'm gonna learn how to embroider that way. No. This is what we're making. This is just their stock photo to say that this is embroidery. I didn't know that. I'm making this. Because I was genuinely so confused, because I went to go like open the bags and then I start pulling out all this fabric and then I pull this out and I'm like, what the hell is this? I was like, this isn't what I think like I'm doing. This is like for a whole purse. Like, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. But I was like, huh? No, the other boxes have what is on the packet. That's why I was like confused. I don't know if maybe they like, I don't know. I don't know why they didn't put what's actually in the box on the thing though. But yeah, it's really pretty. But like I wasn't, and it's big, guys, like, so I wasn't like mentally expecting to have to make an entire purse. So I have like all this embroidery thread and then they're like, you need to iron all the fabric, which I don't have an iron. I could use my steamer, I guess. But I was like, I don't have an iron, so I don't really want to do that. I don't want to spend all this time ironing fabric and sewing all this fabric and stuff when I didn't even want to make it in the first place. So, like, I want to make it, but I don't have time to sit and make stuff like this. So, I'm still gonna do it because I think it's going to be pretty. But you can imagine my surprise when I'm expecting to pull out the supplies to make a cute little heart and I pull out an entire purse. Purse handle. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, my hair dye and stuff is probably not gonna come till like 3. So, yeah. Because it says it won't come till 3:30, which, whatever. Still better than me having to go into Sally's and then the workers like follow me around the entire time. Nope, the dinosaur birds have not returned. I take my phone outside with me every single day. I also have added a new security camera to my Amazon wish list that I'm gonna buy eventually. Because I'm gonna catch these birds and I'm gonna catch them on camera because I'm gonna point that camera straight towards the woods and I want to see these creatures that are coming out of the woods in my backyard because I have seen so many freaking creatures in my backyard. There was a dog that came out of nowhere the other night and I have like my biggest fear in the world is one of my dogs getting attacked. Like, biggest fear. Because as a vet tech, I saw a lot of little dogs who were killed or brutally attacked by a big dog. That is my biggest fear. I don't want to ever hear my dog be attacked. I don't ever want to see it. I don't want to lose my babies to something like that because people are irresponsible with their pets. So every single time at night, if I can't see outside, I pick my dogs up before I take them outside with me because at night I cannot see in the woods. I cannot see what is out there. It is pitch black. There are no outdoor lights in my neighborhood. It is pitch black outside, okay? I have a backlight on my patio, but it doesn't shine out into the woods. Like, I can't see what's out there. So I always pick them up and take them out. So the other night, I just got like this weird feeling like, okay, I think I need to like pick Dobby up before I take her outside. So I had her in my arms and I walked out onto the back deck and there is a gigantic boxer sniffing around in my backyard. And as soon as he sees me, he comes running at me. And like, I have a fence that is guarding my patio, like a short fence. But he was like he didn't see it and he hit into it and I ran back inside. So if Dobby would have ran out into the yard, Dobby thinks that she can fight anything. So she would have charged at the boxer would have charged at her and it would have killed her. And my backyard is so big and it would have happened so fast that I would not have time to save her. So I ran back inside. And my dogs just didn't go outside that night because I don't know. I'm not going to go out there and try to fight this big ass boxer. I'm so tired of people like not keeping track of their dogs. I'm so fucking tired of it. So yeah, every single night I do not take my dogs outside unless I walk out there first and see that it's safe. And also, like I just hold them because I want to make sure that there's no like gigantic dinosaur birds or dogs in my backyard. And that's another reason why I would like to get another camera that faces the woods too, just so at night, like I can check the camera and be like, okay, there's nothing out there that's going to attack me. Do I put 2? I just like totally forgot the pattern. Have I been putting 2 in the corners? I don't remember if I've been putting 2 in the corners or not. This pattern is literally 55 pages long. Like, it's so fucking extra. Okay, yeah, I was doing it right. I don't know why I felt like I was doing it wrong. And I've already made it a couple of times. I'm literally just making this bag over and over again. Half of the pattern I did not read and I just made it my own. I'm just following the pattern for the granny squares, basically. Why does it look weird? No, I'm following what I've been doing. Yeah, my entire last live stream, I talked about the birds. I don't really want to go into it again, if I'm being honest, because... yeah, they were scary. Maybe I'm putting, like, too many chains in the corner? Why does it feel like I'm doing something wrong? Yeah, I'm not. Okay, whatever. Like, I feel like I'm doing too many stitches for some reason, but not. Okay, whatever. Has anybody watched the Gypsy Rose Life After Lockup show on Peacock? Because I don't know when it was put on Peacock. I've had Peacock for like a year now. And I just now watched it. I just now watched it the other day. I watched the entire season in one night, which, like, oh my god. I feel... how do I say this without just, like, kind of sounding mean? I am scared for her child. Because I saw, like, clips here and there on TikTok, but I never actually watched it, so when I watched it, I was like, okay, let me see the whole story. I feel like she has potential to hurt someone again. Okay, I don't know if that's controversial. Listen. I don't think that what she did to her mom was bad. Because her mom was terrible. She was neglectful. She was abusive. She was an awful mother. And you know what? It had to be done. All right? Listen. It had to be done. But it is very obvious that Gypsy holds a lot of anger, because if she is told something that she doesn't want to hear, she like freaks out. And she like storms off, or she starts like yelling immediately and acting like a 14-year-old. And listen, I get that she is like severely mentally stunted because of the neglect that she dealt with as a child. But how long was she in jail for? Like 9 years or something? She was in jail for a long time, and they gave her therapy in jail. Like, I feel like she's had time to like not be so quick to anger, but like she was also in jail, so I'm like, I like try to give her the benefit of the doubt in my head. She needs time like outside of jail to like grow and mature as a person with like real therapists and stuff like that. My pet channel is animal abuse. Okay, cat. I literally haven't posted on my pet channel in like a year. Anyway. Comparing me and my care of my animals to someone who murdered her mother is actually crazy. But anyway. Hiding behind a Cat Valentine account is crazy. Yeah, like, I'm not saying that she's, like, to the point of, like, murdering her child, but, like, she obviously has, like, anger issues. And she obviously, like, needs more, like, mental help. I'm used to it. Y'all should see my DMs that I get all the time. It's always people like hiding behind fake accounts too, or like no profile pictures. It's like, say it with your chest. Because I don't see neglect anywhere. Yeah. It's okay, because at the end of the day, I know that I am not the loser that's spending my time, like, harassing people and, like, accusing them of things that isn't true, because, obviously what I'm spending my time doing is crocheting for, my small business, and, just chilling with my obviously neglected animals just laying in the back very calmly. You know, their food's sitting right there, in case you wanted proof that I feed them. Their food bowls are right there. I almost have 10 subscribers on Twitch. Thank you guys so much. Okay, I have someone assigned to me on Instacart. But I think it's a man. And I don't want a man shopping for my hair products. I hope the Sally worker actually just helps him with that one. And that is reason 812 why I don't post on my pet channel anymore. I'm just hoping like everything's in stock that I ordered, because I don't even really know. Like the most I can tell them is like ask the worker for an 8N light blonde hair dye in a different brand. Like I don't know what to tell them. Yeah, I have literally specifically requested on Instacart not to have men shopping for my groceries, or like if I get a man, I will cancel it. And you know why? This is not me just being a piece of shit. It's because every single time I have had I don't care about DoorDash because they're just picking up my food and bringing it to me. But every single time I have had a man try to shop for my groceries, they get it wrong. Every single time. There has not been one time that I have had a guy Instacart person shop for my groceries and get it right. Or you'll like message them and be like, hey, can you get this for me instead, like as a replacement? And then they're like, they don't have it, and then they'll send you a picture of what they do have, and the thing that you specifically requested is sitting right there in the picture. It's like, it's so infuriating. I have hope for you. Instacart worker, I have hope for you. I'm gonna manifest you doing the best for me. Like, you don't know the difference between a regular potato and a sweet potato, please. But anyway, what I was saying about Gypsy Rose before I got called a animal abuser. I don't think that she is ready to have a child. It's not my business now because she obviously has a child, but I hope the best for her, genuinely. But from the season that I saw, she is very quick to anger, and she is like not mentally stable, okay? Because, well, first of all, she should not have gotten married to, what's his name, Ryan? Honestly, I don't know Ryan, obviously, this is just a TV show that I'm watching. Ryan didn't seem like a terrible person, but obviously he has to be some type of freakazoid to, like, seek out a woman who killed her mother and like talk to her in jail and marry her in jail, right? Like, can we all agree that like he has to have some type of like weird energy to him to seek out a woman in jail? Can we agree on that? So like that was weird in general. Look at my neglected chihuahua. Look guys, look at my neglected chihuahua, who came over here to say hi to me specifically in her shirt. Does she look neglected, guys? Thank you. You do smell like feet, though. You do smell like feet. Like, I don't know, she was like, and every time he would like say something to her, she would like freak out at him. So, I don't know. And then like her immediately like divorcing him and then moving on to Ken within like a week, I was like, crazy. I don't know. I really hope nothing but the best for her. I really do. But also, I'm worried about her mental health because she has not had a normal life. Like, she's been neglected her whole life, immediately gets put in prison. As soon as she gets out of prison, she is married. She is living with this man that she met inside of prison. She doesn't know anything about him outside of prison. And this family that she lives with now is like her real family, but she never was their family when she was a kid. So she's like living a whole new life, like as a 31-year-old. She's like literally starting her life now as a 31-year-old. Like, I don't know, so many people have failed that woman, like they have, and I just worry about her mental health, because I'm like, from watching the show, she did not seem mentally stable at all. And if she got told no, she would like pitch a fit like a child. Because like, how else would she react when she has lived her entire life being treated like an absolute like disabled child? Like, how else is she gonna act? Also, I'm gonna have to find another moderator for my streams, because all of my moderators are never in my streams anymore, and I know it's because they're busy. They both work a lot, so I don't know, I need to figure out who can be a good mod. A lot of you guys that are here are people that are here like almost every stream, and I don't normally need like consistent moderators, honestly, because I don't have a big enough chat where I have to worry about people being crazy all the time. But it would be nice to have a moderator who is actually here most of the time and can actually just kick people out like that instead of me having to do it myself. She definitely rushed her life, and like, I get it, she's 31, like she wants to have a family, but like, I don't know, I worry about her kid. Thank you. I think my dogs are cute too. My cats are also cute, but I don't know where they're at right now. Hey, Instacarter, the shopping hasn't started yet though, so. Hi, Sarah. I hate when the yarn like pulls. I posted on my reading Instagram about how I'm not enjoying Onyx Storm, and like everybody is replying and they're like, yeah, it sucks. And I'm like, oh, okay. I am not talking about my animals, guys. Like, I can't do it anymore. Yes, I have my guinea pigs. Yes, I have my bearded dragon. Yes, I have my animals. I am not talking about them anymore. Okay? You guys can obviously see my dogs and cats. You can see that they're not neglected. I am not talking about them anymore. That is like my biggest rule in my chat. Please do not ask about my animals. Okay? If I wanted to talk about them, I will openly talk about them, but I don't want to talk about them. Hi, Hippie Hooray. Thank you so much. I think I might open like a Google form or something to see if anybody wants to apply to be a moderator. I can't afford to like pay someone to be a moderator, so it would just have to be like a willing thing. But I need someone who will be here most streams. I'm not expecting to be here, you know, every stream, because my streams are also like very random. And as a moderator, I basically just expect, if there is people breaking the rules in the chat, giving them a warning, or if they're just being outright breaking the rules or rude, to just like delete them. And when you're a moderator, you're able to just like kick people off where they can't comment anymore. And you also have the ability to just like yeah, I don't know. I just feel bad because like I would love to be able to pay mods, because I know like a lot of big YouTube or big streamers, like they pay their mods. Like their mods, like their full-time job is being their moderators, but I don't get enough money or viewers to have to do that, to be able to do that, but I wish I could. But yeah, okay, so for right now, Toha, Paws, and Claws, you're pretty much always here. And Shovel Chew, you're always here. So for right now, I'm gonna make you guys a moderator and then see how that goes. I'm just gonna make you guys standard moderators. But, yeah, I need to make... It's okay, like, I'm not angry, it's just, like, I feel like I've made it very clear from my pet channel, like, me, I've completely stopped animal content. I will not be making animal content. So I feel like it is very clear that I don't want to talk about them or show them, because I've specifically stated that boundary of like, I'm not going to talk about them and I'm not going to do it anymore. So I don't want to talk about them, you know, because I can't. I'm over it. Like, I can't do it. I was talking about Gypsy Rose Life After Lockup. I think it's on Hulu and it's also on Peacock. Hi, Alyssa. But I don't know, YouTube and Twitch is different because Twitch, you can look up, like when you start chatting on Twitch, it gives you like the rules of what I expect from the chat. But on YouTube, I don't think it does that. Loomis, I can make you a mod for Twitch for right now. Let me figure out if I can even do it. I don't even know how to do it. No, that's not what I want to do. Ignore that invite that I just sent you. I didn't mean to do that. Please ignore that. I'm trying to make you a moderator, not stream with you. Sorry. I don't know how to do it. Shows how much I do things here on Twitch. I'll figure it out later, because honestly, there's never more than 10 people over on Twitch, so I can kind of just do that myself, but... Yeah, I guess I could pin it. Do mod and then they're at. Thank you, Alyssa. Oh. Oh. Oh, it worked. Okay, Loomis, you're a moderator on Twitch, so you can delete people. The rules are basically like, please don't ask me about my animals. I will talk about them when I want to. Please don't ask about them over and over again. Please don't ask if they're alive. Please don't ask if they're dead. Obviously, stop accusing me of animal abuse, because stop accusing me of things. That's like the number one rule. The number one rule is just to be kind. All right? And I think that is like pretty obvious. Number one rule of my chat, be a kind person. Be nice to people, okay? If I'm playing video games, please do not backseat games. So please don't tell me what to do while I'm gaming unless I ask specifically. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much... Oh, don't trauma dump. Because it is very jarring to be, like, in a good mood while you're streaming and then just be happy, and then somebody comes in and they're like, my dog died. And it's like, okay, I'm sorry. Like, I don't really know what to say to certain situations when people come in and they trauma dump. Unless I specifically ask you guys, like, how are you feeling? And, like, what's going on with your life? And, like, I specifically say, like, you guys can talk to me about deep stuff like that. If we're in that moment, then we can talk about it. But please don't come in while I'm having a good time and tell me something completely traumatic that would, like, ruin my mental health and ruin my day. Because, like, that's just not how life works. Like, you don't walk up to a stranger on the side of the road and you're like, I'm gonna kill myself. And it's like, you just don't do that, right? So please don't do that to streamers either. It's just, like, not nice. Mochi's underneath me. Thank you. That is a clock that I've been needing to hang up, and it's also dead. Like, it says it's like 10:30. It says it's 10:30. Here. Yeah, it's just like I don't really know what to say, and it's not me trying to be rude, but it's like, okay, sorry. Sorry to hear that. But yeah, that's just what I expect my moderators to do. Like, if people are just breaking those basic rules. Oh, also spam. Please do not spam, like, the same thing over and over and over again. Like, don't be like, hi, 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 Alyssa, 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 hi, Alyssa, hi, Alyssa, hi, Alyssa. Or, like, spam the same question over and over and over again. If I'm not answering it the first couple of times, I probably just don't want to answer the question, or I'm not answering it. So please don't spam. And those are, like, just the biggest rules of my chat. I just ask everybody to be kind, not to spam, and not ask about my animals. I feel like it's a pretty, like... pretty good. I feel like it's pretty basic rules, but yeah, parasocial issues are definitely a big thing that I think parasocial relationships is what I've had to deal with the most being a content creator. Is because I try my best to be relatable, and the number one thing that I always get complimented is that, like, you guys feel like we're friends, and you guys, like, feel like I'm relatable, and I love that. I genuinely do. But keep in mind, oh, thank you so much for cheering. Why is there two of them? Why is there two of them? I don't know why there's two on the screen. Okay, let me take away that second one. Thank you so much for cheering 3 bits. Thank you. What was I saying? I got distracted. Oh, I love that you guys, like, feel like you can relate to me, but you guys don't... We're not friends. And I don't want that to sound like me being a bitch. I really don't. Like, I want you guys... Yeah, like, I'm being friendly to you guys, and I like you guys as people, and I enjoy talking to you, but we are not BFFs. We are not best friends. You don't know my deepest, darkest secrets. You don't know what I do daily. You know what I show you, right? So, parasocial relationships are really bad online. Because people feel like they actually know everything about you as a person, but they don't. You're not living in my house. You're not seeing what I do daily. You're not seeing how I care for my animals. You don't see me taking them to the vet all the time. You don't see me doing this. Like, I'm showing you what I choose to show you. So, yeah, that's like the biggest issue that and I honestly didn't even really have to deal with that until I started my pet channel, because people weren't super parasocial until I started showing my animals, and then people started getting parasocial over my animals, which I think is really strange. How people got parasocial over my animals instead of me. I was like, dang. I don't know why this guy's staring at me. He's like trying to talk. I don't know if you guys can see his face, but. Hi Nathan, thank you. The House of My Mother. I have not read that. I've been considering getting the S25 Ultra, but I don't know. Do you have any thoughts on it? Why are you trying to talk to me? I don't know if you can see him trying to talk to me. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he wants. I have not thought about getting the S25 just because my S24 works perfectly fine and I really enjoy it. I also would like to wait until it's out for a while to see if it has any issues or anything like that. He is a Pomeranian. I don't know why he's being cuddly right now, but I'll take it. Sometimes he's like, he actually bit me the other day. I don't know if you guys can see the scar. You can kind of see it like right there. But oh, now we got Sam Puckett. The entire cast of Sam and Cat is here, I suppose. It's basically about a vlogger called 8 Passengers, and it's from the eldest child's point of view, and basically my mother is in prison and stuff. 8 Passengers. That sounds really familiar. Oh, those are the ladies that went to jail recently. Can y'all delete Sam Puckett, y'all, and block them? Thank you. They're literally just making new accounts. Like, honestly, this feels like, a spam bot. This feels like a spam thing, which is weird because they called me an animal abuser. So why would a spam bot do that? Very weird. The idea of people saying, honestly, yeah, I wouldn't read that. Thank you. I know we got Sam Puckett in the chat. He's very soft. He sheds like crazy though, that's why, that's why I have hair all over my shirts, because he sheds very badly. He's also super heavy and he's just leaning his whole body weight on my arm right now, so that's why I'm not crocheting. Oh yeah, from Sally's, what I had a couple of hair stylists message me and tell me if I wanted a blonde, then it's not going to be platinum, which I'm not expecting it to because my hair is not white. But they told me to get some type of level 8 blonde. So one specifically told me to get a neutral level 8 blonde for this. So I got the Wella Charm Permanent Liquid Hair Color in light blonde, 8N, level 8N, 8 neutral, light blonde. And then I'm going to do a shadow root in 6N dark blonde. So I'm gonna have like a darker blonde, which will blend better when my natural hair color grows in, because my natural hair color is like a light brown. So that'll be pretty good. So I'm gonna do a shadow root with that. And then the rest of my hair is going to just kind of be like a toned, neutral blonde color, hopefully. And if that doesn't work out, and I just wasted $35, then I am just gonna go over it with pink, because that is what I do best. I just don't want to bleach my hair again. And a couple of hairstylists were like, well, you could do like a bleach bath and get your hair platinum, and then you could use like a T18 and go like platinum blonde. But my hair is pretty dry from the bleaching I did this morning, and I don't want to bleach it again. So next time I could probably get to a nice platinum or silver color. But for right now, I'm just going to try to go for like a single base color. I also don't even know if I got all of my roots. Like, there might be some brown in here somewhere, because I haven't looked in the mirror, but... Yeah, the Samsung has really good trade-in values for the newest phones. So if you were looking to upgrade, I would just go ahead and get the S25. The one thing I do like about the S25 is it doesn't have the sharp corners. It has the round corners, which I would prefer, just because when I'm holding my phone like on my chest or something, like the sharp corners aren't the most comfortable, especially when I'm holding it too, like it's just not very comfortable. But that's the only thing about the S25 where I've been like, okay, I do like the design of it more, but I don't feel like I need a new phone, because I don't feel like the new phone is like a good enough update. I'm trying to grow out my hair, because I have not had long hair since I was probably 13. If you guys go back and watch my old videos, like my hair was like down to here. So my goal for this year is I'm going to try my best to not cut it unless it's just like a trim, and grow my hair out. And my hair has actually been growing pretty quickly. Like a couple of months ago, my hair was like to here. So in a couple of months, my hair grew like, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches. Like it grew 4 inches maybe. Like it's growing pretty quickly. So I feel like my hair is gonna grow pretty quickly. I'm gonna try. I'm really going to resist the urge of cutting my hair, because I want to see what I look like with super long hair, because I do have thick hair too. So I feel like if it's super healthy and I grow it out really long, that it's gonna look really pretty. My only issue is that I feel like I'm going to hate having to style it every single day. So we'll see. All right, they're shopping. They found the 6-in dark blonde. They found the 6-in. Okay, I'm just hoping that they find the hair colors. Yes, they found the hair color. They found the hair color. You too, Days. Thank you. You work at a pet store and they won't let you dye your hair? Whatever. A pet store? Can you do everything I crocheted in a month? Well, that's the thing. I've only crocheted these bags, so the video would be like 2 minutes of me being like, I crocheted 5 strawberry bags. Okay, bye. Like, there's not much. Oh my god, the Instacart person found everything. Yeah! Oh, woo! Yes, the super light pink, yes. Honestly, I was going to do that because if I put light pink over this, it will work. But I want to try to get blonde. I just want to try. I have seen the cat couch pattern, but I am too lazy to crochet something like that because my cats would probably just vomit and ruin it like immediately, if I'm being honest. Yeah, that's the only thing that I don't want long hair for, is just the time it takes to style it. But I feel like when you have long hair, you can hide how dirty it is, and you can hide it with like a lot of cute hairstyles, right? So when you have short hair, there's only so many hairstyles that you can do. When you have long hair, there's a lot of different hairstyles that you can do. So I feel like when you have long hair, you can kind of distract people from if it's dirty or not by doing like really cute hairstyles to it, and you just distract them with how long and pretty your hair is. But when your hair is like kind of short, you can't really like do that. Like the most that I can really do with my hair right now is just put like cute hair clips and stuff in it, because like my hair is still not long enough for me to be able to put my hair like even in a bun right now. So yeah. I'm white. I will not get dreads, and I will stick to the fact that white people should not have dreadlocks. Every single time I say that, I have white people with dreads in my DMs being like, meh, 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 meh. I'm like, okay, get out of here. Yeah, that makes no sense. My first boss that I ever had as a Vettech, she was anti-hair color, anti-piercings, like anti-everything. And, but during my interview, I had bright red hair and piercings all over my face. She hired me looking like that. Did not tell me during the interview that I could not have these things. So I show up my first day of work, bright red hair and piercings, and she storms into the kennel, comes straight at me, mean as fuck, okay? This lady, like, she was mean. I was terrified to work under her. Everybody was scared of her. And she came up to me, she said, take those piercings out right now or I'm gonna take them out of your face for you. That should have been my sign right there to quit day one, okay? But I stayed for 5 years. And it just got worse. It just got worse because I was like 19. This was my first like career job. I was scared. I didn't want to quit that easily, okay? I'm very stubborn and I don't want somebody to like beat me down like that so easily. And yeah, it was crazy. I was like, and then she goes, and you need to dye your hair. You're not allowed to have colored hair. You hired me looking like this, and then you come storming in, and instead of saying it like respectfully, she was like, or I'm gonna take them out of your face for you. I would never let somebody speak to me now like that. Like, as a 26-year-old, if another grown adult came at me and said that, I would like destroy you, okay? Like, do not ever talk to me like that. Like, and she did retire. That's the thing. She retired after me working like 2. And listen, this is the thing. This is the thing. She said, and everybody that I worked with worked there for like 20 years. Like, they were there for a very long time, and some of them are still there. They told me, if she's mean to you, that means that she likes you and she respects you. Huh? Huh? What do you mean? They're like, oh, that means she likes you if she's being mean to you. Excuse me, what? That's not how the real world works. You're not just like so fucking mean and like rude to someone because like you're trying to get respect from them. And she did that to me. She said because she knew I had potential and she just wanted me to be stronger. I'm like, no, that's like just straight up manipulation, and that's just like absolutely terrible. Guys, I have so many bad work stories, like so many bad work stories. And I was just working in the kennel for like $7 an hour. Like I was making minimum wage, working in a kennel as a 19-year-old, and she was talking to me like that. So I was like, okay. Like I was still working from home. I was still living at home with my parents, and I was like, oh, well, this is like my first career job, my first like full-time job. I was like, I'm just gonna take my piercings out at work and dye my hair brown. And that's what I did. Oh, she also made me wear a sleeve, like a clear sleeve over all of my tattoos. So I couldn't show any of my tattoos. If I got a new tattoo, I would have to report to her if I got one. Because I got one right here. Okay, why am I going to report to my boss that I got a tattoo between my titties? This is not any of her business at all, this tattoo. Obviously, I'm not going to tell her about it. And she got mad at me and like threatened to fire me because I got a tattoo in between my boobs. Who is going to see that but me? No one's going to see that but me. At the time, I got my nipples pierced, so I was talking to my coworkers about like the pain and stuff like that. She wrote me up because I got my nipples pierced. How do my nipple piercings affect my job in any way? Like, I wore pads on my boobs, and then I wore like 3 bras to protect myself from dogs hitting it and stuff. Like, I'm not an idiot. She was evil. She was actually, I literally can't stand her. And I learned so much lore about this lady after she retired. Like, apparently she was like not paying her taxes for like years and years. She was not paying her taxes on the clinic. And it was, I don't know, I've heard a lot of crazy shit about her, and I'm like, whatever. But she retired, and she promoted me to Vettech because she was like, I think that you're a really great worker, and I see that you have a lot of potential. I'll promote you to Vettech, and you'll get $1 more an hour. So I was making $8.25 as like a vet assistant or whatever. She called it Vettechs because, which one thing I did respect about her is that she was like, I don't feel like people, like vet techs and vet assistants, their job is not much different. Like legally, there are more things that vet techs can do, but she called us all technicians instead of assistants because she said that like in her eyes we're all equal, which that was nice of her. But she was like, I want to promote you to vet tech and you'll get $1 more. And I was like, thank you, a promotion for $1 more, making $8.25 an hour. I was like, wow, thank you so much. Like, you're so nice. So I became a vet assistant. Okay. So I was working hours where like I wasn't getting lunch breaks. So sometimes we would be working like 12-hour days with no lunch breaks because we were so busy. I wasn't allowed to look the way that I looked. I would get in trouble all the time for like having colored hair and stuff like that. And blah, 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 blah. There was also one point where I was training because, yeah, in my eyes, you're all equal, except you can't look like this, this, and this. Yeah, exactly. It's, believe me, I've been there. I get it. But I was training to be a vet assistant. Keep in mind, I'm 19, 20 years old. I think I was 20 at this point. 20 or 21. Like, I was still, in my eyes, I was still a baby, okay? And the only other job I had was working in the kennel. So I went from working in the kennel to, like, being thrown into, like, blood draws and catheter placements and, like, you know, holding pets and, like, cleaning ears and doing dental procedures and helping with surgeries. Like, that is very overwhelming on a person who has zero training. So I was just thrown into this like vet tech world where I was like, okay, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, I was in school for it at the time, but when you're in school, it's way different reading it in a textbook than it is being thrown into it and have to do it in real life. So I like learned how to give vaccines and I learned how to give like injections and stuff. But I was still slowly learning like how to hold pets properly, and I was still learning like the basics of like how to do x-rays. I had to take like an x-ray course and get like a certificate and to be able to x-ray pets. I had to do stuff like that. And then at one point, I was only like a vet assistant, like training for like a month or two. And I went into the office because she called me into the office. And if you get called into the office with her, you know you're in trouble. Like, and especially when she says, close the door. I was like, fuck. And I was like, and I was very quick to like cry back in the day because you guys know, like when I lived with my parents, I was not really allowed to speak my mind. I wasn't really allowed to be myself. Like I was very introverted to myself because I wasn't ever really allowed to like talk about how I was feeling without getting like yelled at all the time. So I was not as confident as I am as a person now. I was not outspoken. And when somebody yelled at me, I would cry because I could not handle it. I didn't know how to handle my emotions. So she's like, come in the office. So I go in the office and I sit down and she grabs the calendar, like she yanks the calendar off the wall and she like points to a date and she goes, if you do not learn how to do blood draws and place catheters by this date, and it was like a week, you're fired. What? What? You're giving me a week to learn how to do all of these things that people go to school for. Okay, you're giving me a week. First of all, you threw me into this whole world without any type of training, and now you're giving me a week to learn how to do these things, which I did it because I'm a bad bitch and I'm not gonna let anybody talk down to me, and I learned how to do it myself, and I watched videos and my coworkers taught me how to do it, and I learned how to do it myself. And if I was given a catheter today to place a catheter, I would still be able to do it because I have it ingrained in my brain. But like, do you know you have 30 minutes? No, literally. That she was like, you have a week to learn how to do this or you're fired, is what she said. And then I just start crying. Like, it's so embarrassing because I would never do this today. I'd be like, if I was told that today, I'd be like, okay. I started just hardcore crying. Like, I was crying so hard that my coworkers thought I got fired. Because I was so stressed out every day. Like, I was getting sick every single morning, the thought of having to go to work, because I was scared of her. I was scared of my coworkers. I was scared of being fired all the time just because I didn't know what I was doing. I was so scared. And, her way of training people was out of fear. That was like everybody said that like that's how she taught people, was out of fear. And she's just doing it because she wants you to be better. And I was like, yeah, that's not how you don't teach people out of fear, because then my anxiety was just so bad. I was sick every morning. I would get sick at work. I couldn't eat my lunch because I was sick. I was nauseous all the time because I was scared of doing something wrong, of showing too much of my tattoo, of talking about the wrong thing. Like, I was scared all the time. So then, she retires. Everybody, I needed like a clapping emoji. I need a clapping sound effect. I need a sound effect box. She retired. This isn't Dance Moms. It isn't Dance Moms. She retired and I was like, best day of my life. Everybody was like sad and crying. Not me. I was so excited. I was so happy. And then the new owners was a vet that worked there. So it was a young couple that bought the clinic from her. Okay. And then I started working under them. And they were much, much better for a while. I'm not going to say too much because I'm pretty sure that they stalk me still and they watch my content. I don't want this to come back to them because I've already told them how I have felt, and the things that they have done and let things happen is illegal in my opinion. They were just as bad. They just did it in different ways, okay? So I worked under them for like, I think a year, and it was better. Like, mental health wise, it was better, but they were young and they had never owned a business before, so they did not know how to be bosses. And I still don't think they do. I still don't think they know how to take on management. I still don't think that they know how to own a place. I think that they just saw money signs, and I think that they still just see money signs. And yeah, so I worked under them. And then 2020 came around. I started making pet content. My pet channel was making a lot of money at the time, and this channel was too. So I was making, I don't know, 6-7K a month. So I was like, why am I going and suffering at this job that I hate every single day when I am making like 7K a month off of my YouTube content? And I also didn't want to work during COVID because it sucked. It sucked so bad. I got bit in the face at work by a dog and it hurt so bad. And I was like, I can't do this anymore. I am burnt out. Like, everybody is mean to each other. Everybody hates each other. I was getting in yelling fights with one of the doctors every single day because she was such a cunt. And I just could not do it anymore. So I quit and I became a full-time YouTuber for like 2 years. And I think, I don't know if my timelines are correct, because honestly, time since COVID has really blurred. So I don't know, for like a year or two, I was a full-time YouTuber, and mentally I was going through a lot of stuff at the time being at home, mainly just because of like the relationship I was in was not the best one, and I had to deal with that. And also just figuring out who I was as a person. Like, I was figuring out my beliefs, and like politically, religiously, like I was changing as a person, discovering who I was as a person, figuring out how to live on my own. And like, I was learning all of these things, and I was like mentally going through it, but like I was actually having the best time of my life because I was doing my dream job every single day, being a full-time YouTuber. Like, I wish that I could go back to working YouTube full-time because it was genuinely the best time of my life, other than, you know, COVID happening and losing my grandfather and stuff like that. COVID was the best time of my life because I was able to do my dream job full-time. Whereas, like, I know COVID was a hard time for a lot of people, so I really hate saying, like, COVID was the best time of my life, but it genuinely was, okay? It was the best time of my life. And I wish I could go back to that. I really could. I really wish I could, but I can't. I had to stop being a full-time YouTuber because, after COVID, during COVID, everybody was at home. Everybody was watching YouTube videos. Everybody was watching live streams. And people were getting, like, money. What was it called? That check that everybody was getting. Like, people were getting money, throwing it at people, throwing it at YouTubers and stuff. Like, and after COVID dwindled away, and it's still happening, but after it became less big and people had to go back to work, people don't watch YouTube like they used to. So my income went down drastically. Shit went on with my pet channel, and I mentally just could not make pet content anymore because I just could not stand being called things that weren't true. So I stopped making pet content, and I just was not making enough money anymore to be able to live without having a part-time job. So I still do YouTube as like good income, but I have to have a part-time job to be able to afford to pay all my bills and stuff now. So yeah, I had to go back to work, and at the time I really genuinely didn't really need to, but I was like, you know what, the extra money would be nice to have extra spending money at the time. And my old boss from the vet clinic, she, I had gone to the vet with Claudine. I went there with Claudine, and I was talking to her about how I was like maybe thinking about getting a part-time job. I was working at the cat clinic at the time, but I only worked at that the cat rescue for a couple of weeks before I had to quit there too. And I was telling her about how I was working at the cat clinic, but I was looking for another part-time job. But I was looking more for something out of the animal world because I just couldn't do it anymore. And she texted me probably a week later, and she was like, hey, we're looking for Vettechs again, and you were a great worker. We loved working with you. You know, things have gotten better in the clinic. There's not drama anymore. And we've solved all of the issues and blah, blah, blah. They were just lying. But I had hope that it was better because at the time I did like my coworkers. I don't now. And I was like, okay, you know what? And then also, let's keep in mind, I was making $8 an hour before, and my new bosses that asked me to come back, they were offering me $16.50 an hour, which is still minimum wage, like should be minimum wage. But that is a drastic pay difference, okay? So they were like, we'll pay you like $16.50 and you can work part-time. Can you come back? Like, we know you're a great worker. So I was like, you know what? I kind of miss it. Like, sometimes I do miss it. I miss saving animals' lives. I miss helping people. But I just can't do it anymore. And at the time I was like, okay, you know what? I know this job. I know what to do. It's not going to stress me out. I will go back because I know that I am good at this job. And I know that, you know, it's a good job. And I was getting paid more. So that's what I did. I went back. And that is like honestly one of the biggest regrets of me going back. But when I look back, if I wouldn't have gone back to that job, I wouldn't have the job that I have now. So I don't regret it, but I also do, if that makes sense. Like, I wish I wouldn't have gone back and given them the satisfaction of being like, oh, she's coming back to us. Because that's what they did. Instead of like treating me with respect and stuff, they would like pry on my personal business. They would ask me how much money I'm making on YouTube. Because I told them like, hey, I really don't need this part-time job. Like, I'm just coming back because I want the extra money. Because that was true at the time. And then when I stopped making pet content, I needed the extra money. And I told them that. And I didn't tell them that I needed the extra money when it like changed. And then the boss would start saying things like, oh, well, I thought you didn't really need this job. Like you're just doing it for extra money. Like, you don't really need to be here, right? Like, why are you asking for more money? Why are you asking for more hours if you don't really need this job? Like, he would say stuff like that. He would talk down to you. And he does that a lot. It's a couple that bought the clinic. He talks down to people a lot, and I don't even think he realizes he does it. He's just a man, and men do that. So he talks down to people a lot, and he talked down to everybody who worked there. And they all hate them. At least they used to, and they would pretend that they didn't. But every single person that I worked with hated them. But they pretended that they didn't. And I could not stand being around a bunch of people who were faking all the time. Like, pretending that everything was okay. It's like, it's so hard to be around people who are just lying all the time. Like, it was affecting my mental health really badly because I was like, everybody here is miserable. Nobody wants to be here. Everybody's talking shit about each other, but then everybody's being nice to each other's faces. So what are they saying about me behind my back? And I just couldn't do it anymore. Like, everyone was talking shit about each other. Everyone was talking bad about each other. And I just couldn't do it anymore. So, I don't know. I broke my foot while I was working there. So I was a Vettech again for a couple of months, and then I broke my foot, so I had to be a receptionist. And I became a receptionist because I couldn't walk, so I had to sit at the front desk in reception, which is so much worse than being a Vettech. I hate receptioning so much, and vet receptionists deserve so much more than they get. My Instacarter's almost here, guys. So yeah, I broke my foot, blah, blah, blah. And I had my surgery, so I was out of work for like a month or two. And, you know, I told them, because they offered me like health insurance, they offered me like benefits, even though I was working part-time, they were still offering those to me. So when I had to be out for like a month or two for my surgery, I, you know, just asked them a genuine question like, hey, do you have some type of medical leave or some type of pay or anything that I can do outside of work that I can help do at home, or just something to help me when I am out of work for 2 months? And he was like, well, I thought you didn't need the extra money. Like, you're a YouTube full-time. Like, why are you asking us for medical leave when you do this? Like, that's exactly what he said to me. He was like, I thought you didn't need the extra money. And he just kept throwing that at me over and over again. I thought you didn't need the extra money. And he would just say it all the time. I'm like shaking because I literally hate them so much. Like, and I was like, I am asking you professionally, do you have any type of medical leave because I can't walk and I'm about to have surgery to fix my broken foot? Do you have medical leave? That is yes or no, do you have that for me? And instead he was just like talking down to me being like, oh, I thought you didn't need the extra money. Why are you asking us for medical leave? Blah, blah, blah. After I had to listen to him berate me, I was like, okay, so is that a yes or a no? And he was like, no, we are not going to offer you medical leave. And I was like, okay, thanks. Like, that's all I'm asking. And then like after a couple days, he was like, okay, well, we do need some templates to be made for our vet program. Like the program that we use to like schedule things and stuff. He was like, we do need some templates made for like surgeries and stuff. So if you want to log in at home, we can pay you for those hours that you're working at home to make the templates for us. And I was like, okay, that's nice. Thank you for doing that. Like that's perfect. And I was only doing it like a couple hours a day because I wasn't awake very long. I was on a lot of pain medications. I was in a lot of pain. And not all men bosses are like that. Yeah, okay. Sorry, you're not going to expect any type of me praising men in any way here. So, you're not going to get that from me. But, I was like, okay, that's nice of him to offer that. So, I worked like a couple hours. It was nice, like a couple $100 extra a paycheck to do that at home. But, and I knew that this would happen, when I came back from medical leave, even though I wasn't getting paid or anything, he kept throwing it in my face that he let me work from home. He kept throwing it at my face all the time. He'd be like, I let you do this at home, and I paid you while you were at home even though I didn't need to. And they would like throw it in my face every single time I had any type of complaint. Like I would complain to him about like how I don't feel that the way that we're being treated is respectful, or I would talk about like how I didn't appreciate how the doctor would speak to us and yell at us all the time. And then somehow it would come back to him throwing in my face that he let me work from home. Like he would do it all the time. He would always throw things in my face that I would tell him out of confidence. And he would also tell my coworkers what I was dealing with personally. So like all of my coworkers knew what was happening. All of my coworkers knew that I wasn't making enough money as a YouTuber, so they would like mock me. So everybody would like be making fun of me. So I would go to work every single day getting made fun of from people or getting judged by my own boss and like throwing things in my face all the time, even though I never did anything wrong at work. I came to work, I did my job. I came to work, I did my job, and like I was never rude to anybody. I was always respectful when I talked about like my issues and how I felt, and it was still always thrown in my face. And then we also got a manager who was a man. Keep in mind, we never worked with men, ever. The old boss, that is one thing I did like about her. She refused to hire men, just for the fact that every single time she would hire a man, when you are working in the vet field, you are bent over a lot, like holding animals and stuff. You are in weird positions. You are tangled with your other Vettech employees, like tangled together trying to get animals. And she just did not want yeah, I'm not even gonna respond to any of these things because I don't okay, I'm gonna continue with this because this will really give you guys an idea of why I'm complaining specifically about men, okay? So, my old boss specifically did not hire men because she didn't want us as women being in like awkward positions and having our ass in like males' faces and stuff like that. And honestly, I really did appreciate that about her. Even though she was evil, I did appreciate that about her. But this couple hired an ex-felon, okay? And honestly, I have no issues working with felons. I feel like the justice system, like, you know, people will like sell drugs and then they get out and then they can't get a job because they were a felon, right? I have no issues working with felons. Our president is a fucking felon, okay? I have no issue with that, but he was in jail for having sex with a minor, okay? He was in jail for things that were like, I would not want my male manager working with women, in my opinion, okay? This is my opinion. His wife also worked with us. So my manager was a man who was a felon, but he was a felon for doing things that were not appropriate towards women. He's working in a building full of women, okay? And at first when I met him, I thought he was cool. I thought he was nice. I didn't have any issues with him until he started like slowly flirting with me. And I was like, huh? And he was like outwardly flirting with me in front of the boss, pretending to smack my ass in front of the boss. And then my boss would like laugh about it. He would message me telling me that I was like hot. If I posted a picture on Facebook, he would talk about how like sexy the picture was. And come to find out, he was also like sending nudes to other coworkers of mine. And like apparently he was having an affair with another coworker or something too. So it was like a whole thing. And when I had the proof, I screenshotted everything. I wrote down every instance that I dealt with him. I had proof of him sending nudes to our other coworkers because my other coworkers were too scared to say anything. And I was like, you know what? I'm not scared of losing my job. So I screenshotted everything and I showed the boss and I got fired. I got fired. And I've moved on. I'm not trying to ruin their life. Like, I am not the type of creator that goes and like tries to ruin businesses and tries to ruin families because while I didn't like some of my coworkers, I don't want to ruin their life. I don't want to go through this like whole lawsuit situation. But the fact that I got let go for sending them proof of the sexual harassment in the workplace kind of just shows me what kind of people they are anyway. And honestly, that really fucking hurt my feelings. It really hurt my feelings. I was like, I worked at this place for 5 years. I worked my way up. I was a hard worker. I was a good person. And I was being sexually harassed, and then I'm the one that got fired. But they're saying the reason that they fired me is because I found another job, because at the time I applied to work at the library and I got the job. So I was going to quit the next day. Like, I was going to put in my 2 weeks the next day, being respectful, putting in my 2 weeks, telling them that I found a job at the library, which is my dream job, which I love so much. But he found out that I got another job, and instead of like me just working my 2 weeks respectfully, he made one of my other managers call me at like 8 or 9 p.m. at night and fire me. So they're saying that they fired me because I got another job, okay? And then he was like throwing around like, he tried to call me, and obviously I'm not going to respond. Like, you got another person to call and fire me at 8 p.m. at night. Like, I'm not going to answer your message. You're not my boss anymore. But he was like throwing in my face like, I let you come back here. We offered you a new job. We offered you this. We gave you this. Thanks. Thanks for being a decent human being. Do you want praise for being a decent human being? Do you want to be applauded for giving me a job? Like, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? Like, let me get my package from the work. Sally's. Okay, so people trying to defend men here, I want you to look up I want you to find the statistics of sexual harassment in the workplace that is caused by men versus women. Okay? Because there is a difference between men covering up sexual harassment and sexual assault versus a woman giving you the silent treatment because she doesn't like you. That is not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Exactly. He's doing the bare minimum. Like, throwing in my face like, oh, I offered you another job. I let you work from home for a couple of months. I did this for you. I did that for you. And I was like, dude, do you want praise for just being a decent human being? Do you want praise for that? Because what? And also, like, when you said we don't have medical leave, I was like, okay, thanks. That's fine. That's all I needed to know. And then I left the office. Like, I did not beg you for a job. I did not, like, I could have found a job anywhere else. Like, it was just so, and I was like, my anxiety was so bad my first day at the library. Like, it was so bad because how I got fired. Because I got fired like 8 p.m. that night. So the next day, like, I was planning on putting my 2 weeks in, which is what I told my new boss. So the next day I called my new boss and I was like, hey, I can actually start like tomorrow if you want me to. I'm not working my other job anymore. So I had the anxiety that they were going to be like, why did you get fired? What happened? And then me not get the library job or something. That's not what happened because my new boss is absolutely incredible. So my anxiety was really bad the first day at the library. I was shaking all day. Like, it was to the point where my boss was like, hey, it's like, you're gonna be okay. And I told her the situation because I felt comfortable around her. She's very comforting. She's a very good boss. She is a great woman. The boss, like, my new boss is amazing. And I explained to her what happened, like, in detail, because I'm not giving you guys all the details. I'm just giving you guys, like, the Spark Notes version of what happened to me. So, I told her, like, my experiences and what happened to me, because she asked me, and I felt comfortable telling her, and she could tell that I was just, like, physically and mentally, like, I was so overwhelmed my first day of work because I had not known any other job really other than the animal field, and working at the library and working in an animal hospital is such different, like, culturally, it's so different. Just, volume-wise, it's very culturally different. So my anxiety was bad. I was shaking literally all day. Like, I was just having a really hard time that first day just because, I have chronic anxiety, and working a new job is very, anxiety inducing, and I just could not control my shakes. Like, I was shaking so bad that first day, and all of my coworkers could see me shaking, and they didn't judge me. They asked me if I was okay. They let me take like a really long break that day. They let me rest. Like, they did not force me to do things I didn't want to do, and they were very, like, respectful towards me. You're defeating the point that I'm trying to say. Yes, I know that it is not all men. I am very aware that it is not all men, but it is most of them. Okay? You're kind of trying to do like the all lives matter argument right now, which I just don't really give a fuck about. Yes, all lives matter, but the issue at the moment was like Black Lives Matter. Okay, Black Lives Matter more. You're trying to do like the whole, not all men are like that. Obviously, not all men are like that. Duh, not all men are like that. But most of them are, and that is the issue. That is the issue. We need to do something about men sexually harassing women in the workplace. For real. Exactly. Yes, obviously, when people say ACAB, are all cops bastards? No, they're not. But a majority of them are, so that's the argument that we're trying to make. If I say all men fucking suck, I'm saying that, okay? But my boyfriend knows that he doesn't suck because he's a good guy. That is, like, when we say ACAB, when we say Black Lives Matter, that doesn't mean that we're saying everybody else doesn't matter either. We're saying at the moment, this is the argument and this is the issue. Okay? And I'm going to continue saying that, and that is my argument. I'm not going to back down from that. And a majority of women that I have met, have I had bad experiences with women? Absolutely. But have I ever been sexually harassed by a woman? No, I haven't. Am I too scared to leave my house because of women? No. No. Thank you, S'mores K, for following. Yes, and all those nice men should be calling out the bad ones, because the issue is the bad ones. Yes, we know that there are other good people. There are good men out there. Yes, we know that, but that is not the argument that I am trying to make right now. But yeah, anyway, that's how I got my library job. And now I've been at the library for 1.5 years, and I have amazing coworkers who are now my best friends, and my boss who is my friend, and my boss's boss who is also my friend, and everybody is extremely accepting, and everybody is extremely nice and caring and thoughtful and loving. And guess what they all are? Women. All of them are women. Okay, so that is my experiences. Just because you have a good male boss doesn't mean that everybody else does, and that's the argument that I am trying to make. Every single male that I have ever worked with has treated me in some sexual form, okay? Every single one of them. I have not worked with a man that has not treated me and talked to me sexually, and that is my experiences. L, so real. So yeah, the whole point of this story is that sometimes you go through some shit in your life, okay? Sometimes you go through some bullshit. Sometimes you experience a really bad workplace. And you know what? If I was not working there and dealing with some bullshit, I would have not searched for the library job, and I would not... Hey, stop eating her ass! No! Stop. If I had not broken my foot, I would have not searched for a different job. If I was not working at that job, I would have not searched for better and found my library job. So in the end, everything happens for a reason. You're dealing with some bullshit right now, but everything is happening for a reason, unfortunately, and life does get better, okay? I was in a relationship that I was not enjoying, but I was staying in because I was too scared to leave. And now I'm in a relationship with an amazing man who treats me like a queen, who is also a feminist, my boyfriend is more dedicated to the feminist movement than I am, okay? He gets very heated about things. Like, my boyfriend is a socialist. Exactly. Yeah. And it may be like that in different countries. I don't know what women go through in different countries, but here in the United States, what I have experienced is that women are afraid of men. Everyone, all of my friends, we all go places together because we're too scared to go places by ourselves. I have been harassed and attacked multiple times by men. Is it always, like, is it all men? No. But is it always a man? Yes. Like, okay? It may not be like that in the country that you live in, and I'm so happy for you that that's not how your country is, but that is like, that's how it is here. I love how the animals are just like staring at me, and you guys know why they're staring at me. Okay, let's, Sally's haul. Sorry, I just went like on a rant for like ever, but I want you guys to just know that like, I never really talked too much about my experiences, like being a vet tech and everything, because it was none of y'all's business. It wasn't. But like the fact that I went through that and I just had to go through it silently, like my entire family knew I got fired for this reason. Like everyone in my life knew I got fired for this reason. Everybody was so upset for me, but also happy for me finding my library job. And I just kind of had to keep silent about it because I was upset and emotional about everything. And you guys could probably tell, like, mentally, I was going through it during that time. Like, before I started my library job, like, people would comment, like, are you okay? Like, you seem really upset. You look very tired. And, like, I was going through the issues with my pet channel. I was going through being sexually harassed at work. I was dealing with a shitty boss. I was dealing with so much in my personal life that I was just so done. And like, I got to the point where I was like, I do not want to live here. I don't want to live anymore. I don't want to be here anymore. I want to die. Like, I have always been depressed, okay? I've always had issues with depression and anxiety, but I was like at the verge of like thoughts of hurting myself, okay? Like, I was getting to the point where I was like thinking about like cutting myself again, because I used to do that in high school. I was thinking about doing all of these things again that I had not wanted to do, and it was all because of all these things piling on me at the same time. So when I started my library job a year and a half ago, it really like, it saved me. Like, it really did, because I get emotional about it, honestly, because I did not have any friends in real life. I was not in a good relationship, and I had not met my boyfriend yet. I was not in a good job. I was not making enough money that I used to. Like, I was dealing with so much internet bullying. I was dealing with all of that stuff at the same time. And I was like literally on the verge of hurting and killing myself. And I'm being so honest with you guys. Like, I wanted to do it. And the only reason I didn't is because of my animals, because they would have nowhere else to go. Like, look, they literally they rely on me for everything. Like, the only reason I didn't do it is because of them, okay? If I did not have my animals, I would not be here anymore. And I can guarantee you that I would not be here anymore if it wasn't because of my animals. But I started my library job, and my relationship with my boyfriend grew, and I have best friends in real life now who are my coworkers. I enjoy going to work every single day. Do I wish I could work from home still? Absolutely. But I love my job. I love my friends. I love my boyfriend. Am I close with my family? Not really, but I am content with my life. And I'm finally like happy again. And like, I think you guys can tell like how much happier I am. And the library really did save me. I'm not even joking. Like, my boss, like having a boss that cared and being able to call out for mental health days and not get in trouble. Like, if I call my boss and I'm like, hey, I'm like having really bad depression and I really can't come in today, they're not mad at me and I'm allowed to just be at home. And I have best friends and people that I hang out with outside of work who actually care about me, who text me every day asking how I'm feeling. And it's just so nice. And I wouldn't have had that if I didn't start working at the library. So I genuinely, like, the library saved me. It really did. I wasn't expecting to get emotional today, and also I'm losing my voice, but I was just really talking a lot. But like, I guess my preaching of today is like, it gets better. At least I hope it does. The past couple years, honestly, since COVID, or I guess like a year or two after COVID, life has not been kind to me. I I've made it kind of like a joke at this point about how life has not been kind to me. But I'm trying to like manifest better things for myself. I'm really trying to stay positive, and my friends have helped me a lot with that because they're like really kind, positive people. And like, even though we're all going through some stuff, like we uplift each other. And like, my friends are girls, okay? They also hate men. And like, we're just girls. Everyone that I work with, we are girls, and we care about each other and we uplift each other. And it is so nice to be around women. And it's hard in the South. There are a lot of women who hate other women, okay? Yes, it happens. There are a lot of women that hate other women because we're surrounded by misogyny. All these men who are telling women that they should be this, that they should be doing this. And all of these women are very misogynistic towards, like, am I saying it right? All of these women, a lot of women in the South believe the things that misogynistic men tell them, is what I'm trying to say. So they are also misogynistic towards women because they're just repeating what men around them are telling them. Does that make sense? So it has been hard for me to find women here in the South who are just genuine girls, and to be able to find that has been really life-changing for me. It really has. It's really important to be around positive people. And like, life is not always positive, but it is really, really good to be around people who are positive people, because being around people who are negative all the time can really take a toll on your mental health. I love how I have not finished one fucking granny square. I could have been crocheting that entire time. Thank you guys. I know I literally just trauma dumped on you, but like, this is like, when I start trauma dumping like this, it's for a reason, because I want you guys to know, like, my life is not sunshine and rainbows. And a lot of content creators want you to believe that, you know, life is sunshine and rainbows. And I love that for them, that's what they want to portray. But I am not going to portray that. So yeah, I just try to be as real as possible. Like, obviously I don't tell you guys everything that happens in my life because it's not your business. But when I do choose to do that, I'm doing it for a reason, because I'm finally ready to, or I just want to get it, like, I just want to talk about it. Because there are a lot of like content creators that I have had to unfollow just because they romanticize their life so intensely that I literally like can't listen to it. Like, I don't know if that makes me sound like a bitch, but like, it's just not realistic to be like super happy and positive 24/7. There's literally sunshine and rainbows in the street. So true. So true. Like, I genuinely am happy. I love my boyfriend. I love my boyfriend's family. Like, I love my friends. I love my job. And have I gone through some shit in the past couple years? Like, especially dealing with the issues of my hand last year. Yes, but like, even with the trauma of my hand injury last year, I was depressed from it, but I wasn't depressed in like, I want to hurt myself type way. It was just like, I can't do anything because I can't use my hand type way, you know? And I was still like happy with my life and the relationships in my life. I was just like depressed because I couldn't use my hand, you know what I mean? And you know, that still might happen to me this year because, you know, I have to have another surgery and it's going to be another tendon repair. It's going to be pretty intense. I'm not going to be able to use my hand for a couple months this year again, but I'm trying to not let it affect me because I know that this surgery is going to help me in the future, so. And like, being vulnerable online is really hard, right? Because you show your vulnerability and then people just make fun of you. or they save a video of you talking about something and misconstrued it to like fit their narrative, and then they'll like repost it and make rumors and make lies about you. And that is one hard thing about making content, is like, you know, you guys are telling me you know, love my content and you appreciate me as a human being, but there are people here, and I know there's like, what, 60 something people watching, that there are people here that are just hate watching, and they will take what I say and they're gonna make fun of me, and they're laughing behind their screen. And like, that is just like the sad fact of making content online, is that not everybody is going to like me, right? And I've had to come to that conclusion too. Like, not everybody is going to like me, and that's okay, because there's a lot of people I don't like. Yeah, it's honestly, it's sore every day. When you have like a chronic pain, I think you just get like used to it, if that makes sense. You get used to the feeling. So like, it hurts right now, but it's like, I'm used to it, so I don't even acknowledge it anymore. Kind of like when you have like, you know, chronic back pain, or I don't know, chronic period pain or something, like you just kind of get used to the feeling. But if you think about it too hard, then you start like panicking a little. I mean, I've had people who leave like disgusting hate comments before, and then when I respond like with the same energy, like I've had them come back and message me or comment back and be like, I am so sorry that I said this to you. Like, since you responded to me, I've realized that like what I said to you is like extremely hurtful and extremely mean, and I was going through just issues in my own life and I took it out on you. And you know what? I respect that. If you say some shit to me that is absolutely fucking terrible, and you come back and you apologize and you're like, I realize that I am, like, what I said was wrong and that I was bullying you, I will forgive you and I will move on with my life, okay? If you feel so guilty that you need to apologize to me, I will accept it and I will move on with my life. And there are a lot of people that have done that, especially in the pet community. Like, I have had people be like, I realized that I was wrong. I'm so sorry for ganging up on you. I'm so sorry for sending you these messages, and I have forgiven them. And I'm like, thank you. Like, that's all I want. Like, I just want somebody to acknowledge my feelings and acknowledge like the way that I feel, you know? Yes? They want food. Okay, I need to do my Sally's haul, but let me give the animals some food. Hi, Guinea Pig Secrets UK. Hey, Amanda. Okay, let's do a Sally's haul. I love how I said I was only going to stream for 2 hours. This happens every single time. Literally every single time. Okay. This is perfect timing though, because my hair is actually dry now. Actually, I don't even know if I need to use this on wet hair, but my hair is dry now, so I can use this. I love how dogs have like, we've trained them to like react a certain way for certain things. Like when they run around and stare at me like that, I know it's because they're waiting for dinner. So I say dinner as it's like 3:30, but they eat dinner early. Okay. Haul. Shadow Root is going to be Wella Color Charm 6N. Shadow Root. It looks darker than I think it's going to be. This looks brown, but we'll see. And then the rest of my hair is going to be 8N Light Blonde. And I think I'm gonna do my roots first and then blend in the hair color, or just do all at the same time. I don't know. I'm doing a shadow root. It's brown. It says dark blonde. Should I not do a shadow root? I feel like it'll look more natural if I do. We'll see. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I've never done a shadow root before, if I'm being honest. And then gonna mix it with 20 volume. Yeah, that's what it means. It's level 6 neutral. Because the hairdressers were telling me to do a level 8 blonde and then to do a shadow root. And a lot of hairdressers told me to do like this. So, yeah. And then 20 volume developer is what I'm going to mix with the hair colors. And then afterwards in the shower, thoroughly damp hair section by section, let it set for 30 minutes, then rinse with cool water. I think I'm going to probably use this afterwards. I don't know if this is for curly hair. No! For natural curls, coils, and waves. I have naturally straight hair. Oh well. It'll still work though. Hopefully it'll still work. I didn't realize it was for curly hair. Oopsie. It was only like 99 cents, so. I don't know. I think the shadow root will be a good idea because my natural hair is light brown. So when my natural hair grows in, it will grow in and just look intentional. So honestly, I think the shadow root would be the best option. But you know what? If it looks bad, I'm just going to go over all of it with pink. And also, I may just hate the blonde. So yeah. My hair is too like dry to do another bleaching though, because I don't want to do like another bleaching and then another toner. It looks lighter on camera than it actually is. It's like a copper peach color. So I also don't know if I got all of my roots. Like I feel like there's probably some brown stuck in here somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, I just want it to all blend better. So I think I'm just going to do 2 bowls and then just like work on one section at a time. It's hard to do it by yourself. I'm a little stressed. I don't know why I'm stressed, because I normally just use semi-permanent hair color. I don't normally like buy the like stuff like this. So thank you, by the way, to all the hairdressers in my DMs helping me. You're amazing. It is really nice being a content creator for reasons like this, because I'll post on my story like, hairdressers, I need help, and then I'll have like 10 people message me and help me immediately. Or like, electricians, I need help, and then I'll have electricians message me and help me, and I'm like, this is really nice. Like, it's so nice to have that. Oh, I just got $12 from Diamond Art Club. Thanks, Diamond Art Club. That would have been nice if I could have used that when I bought Sally's. It's okay. Transfer to my savings account. I'm gonna put $12 in my savings account. I pretty much put everything in my savings account and just ignore it until I need it. That's been my my motto. I don't know, I do get really tired of natural hair though. But I think blonde is like very cunty and just very like, I feel hot when I'm blonde. Like, I don't know, I feel like a different type of hot when I'm blonde. Obviously not this blonde, I don't like the way that this one looks, but when I have my natural brown hair color, I feel like a sultry vampire when I do my makeup, right? Like I feel like a hot like goth baddie, right? But when I have blonde hair, I just feel like a cunty bitch. I don't know. But I don't want my hair to look like Republican blonde, you know? So, and if you know, you know, like I just don't want it to be like that Republican blonde hair color. But we'll see. Because I really want like silver again. When I had silver blonde, so cute. But depending on how this looks, I'll wait another month, bleach my hair again, and then try to do like the silver platinum blonde. But I know that I will not get platinum without bleaching my hair again, and I don't want to bleach my hair again right now, so I'm sorry. There's just like, it's just true. There's like a certain blonde that Republican women get that I just don't want that vibe. Okay, I don't want that. I don't want to come off that way. And they do their makeup a certain way too. I don't know if you guys have seen the liberal Regina George on TikTok, but she is the queen. And she does videos making fun of Republican women's makeup. And she's not wrong. She's like not even really outwardly making fun of them. She's just like copying their makeup, and it just looks bad because their makeup like always looks bad. No, how do I keep accidentally having this like assistant menu pop up on my phone. And it keeps popping up, and I keep turning it off, and then it still comes up, and I don't know how to make it go away. I keep forgetting how to make it go away. Off. God, why does it keep showing up? Yeah, it's like yellowy. I don't know. I want my hair to be like silver. Or like a nice ashy neutral blonde. I don't want it to be yellow. But also yellow can be cunty if you're like, I don't know, like Trisha Paytas or something. Like Trisha Paytas, Tana Mongeau, like they're kind of like a cunty yellow. Rose coughing. Yeah, and like they use foundation that's like too dark for their skin tone, and like they always put too much mascara on, and it's really clumpy. And then they always overline their lips like really bad. Listen, it's okay. We all have bad makeup. Like I used to do my makeup not great. We all just have to learn. It's okay. We all start from somewhere, right? Because there's like a cunty Barbie blonde that is kind of yellow. I don't know. Y'all know, if you know, you know. There's just like a certain blonde that I don't want to be, and it's that. Yeah, you have to pull off the Y2K vibe, exactly. And I've had yellow blonde before. Let me see if I have any pictures. I don't know, I've had so many hair colors that it's hard for me to, like, remember what I looked like in all the different colors, because I don't stick with one color for very long, honestly. Like, in pictures, it looks pretty white, but this, honestly, this hair color and this hairstyle was kind of a slay. I look really pretty in this picture. Like, I'm not trying to hype myself up, but I feel I looked really pretty in this picture. But, okay. Because of the filter, it looked more white, but this was like a pretty yellow blonde. Like, you can see where like my roots were silver, but the rest of my hair was like yellow. And you can't really like tell. I don't know, I just feel like really cunty hot with blonde hair. Like, that's a vibe. And I want that again. I want to feel hot like that again. Because when I was blonde is actually the couple months that I was single. And every single time I am single, I get hot, okay? I don't know why men suck the hotness out of me. I feel like I'm still hot, but I'm not like that hot, you know? I feel like men suck the hotness out of me. Because, like, it's the only good pictures I have, but... I don't know. I think that blonde suits me. Because I have lighter features, like my eyebrows are pretty light. And my natural hair is like a very light blonde, or a very light brown. So I feel like a blonde, like, looks good on me. This was my favorite hair color. And I want to get this again. I want this, like, silver. Because this was, like, exactly what it looked like in person. Just silver. I felt like a fairy. I felt like a fairy with that hair color. That is, like, the goal. Because once you get to that base, too, you can do, like, pastel hair colors. And I loved having pastel hair. And... yeah, I need that in my life again, so. I need that in my life again. Yes, the Instacart delivery came. Everything was correct. We have the hair color. I accidentally got a hair mask for curly hair, people, but you know what? It's going to work either way. And as soon as I end this live stream, I'm going to go work on my hair. And then I'm going to finish working on these strawberry bags. Not all of them, obviously, but I'm gonna work on the strawberry bags. I love silver hair. I love silver hair. Like, older ladies, they always come into work and they're like, oh, sweetie, your hair is, like, so pretty. I wish I could have, like, colored hair like you. And I'm like, Susie, you can have this. Your base is silver. You could have the pastel color of your dreams. You're not too old for it. Like, I have to tell these older ladies with silver hair, like, you are not too old to have colored hair. You have the perfect base for it. They don't get it. They have the perfect base for beautiful, bright, vibrant hair colors. They don't appreciate it enough. Yeah, the upkeep was rough too. Yeah, because my natural hair is, like, brown too. And honestly, it looked okay when it would grow out at first because it would give, like, a natural shadow root vibe, but once it would grow out too much, it would look bad. Get out of the bag. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. There are some hair colors I feel like are definitely not, like, super flattering with my skin tone. Like, honestly, I don't like orange against my skin tone. Like, I feel like it makes me look like a ghost. I don't know, because the ladies that always say it to me, they're like, they have white hair. And I'm like, I want white hair. I want that. I want to look like you. She's trying to get in this bag. You guys can't. You scared of the bag now? Yeah. She's like, look at me, I played with the bag. But, like, she does that, she hits me, and then when I try to pick her up, she, like, runs. Cats. She's just pushing the bag around. But when I go to pick her up, she doesn't want to be picked up. So I'm like, why are you touching me and being all cute, but you won't let me pick you up? Yeah, I know what wiry gray hair you're talking about. My grandma has more of, like, a wiry gray hair, and her hair does not take color very well. I know what you're talking about. I'm talking about, like, the older ladies that have, like, white, fluffy hair. I'm like, oh! You could get, like, a beautiful pastel. There's this one older lady that comes into the library, and she has, like, the perfect pastel purple in her hair. And she slays it. It looks so, like, every time I see her, I'm like, your hair looks so good. It's like just a beautiful lavender color. Why are you pushing the bag around? I can't possibly, like... Anyways, I crocheted 1 granny square in 2 hours. 3 hours. This is why I can't get shit done. One granny square. Jesus Christ. I can't. Okay, guys. I'm gonna go work on my hair now because it's 4 p.m. I probably won't post... I might post pictures on my Finsta, maybe. But I won't put makeup on and stuff until tomorrow. I work 9 to 5 tomorrow. So I will post a selfie tomorrow. I think I'm gonna try to go for a vampire vibe tomorrow if I can get a good blonde color. But yeah. I hope it turns out well. If it's pink, then you guys know that the blonde was not cute. But I'm not posting any videos about it, so I'll post it on Instagram, or you'll see it in a future video or something. But thank you guys so much for coming and listening to me rant for 3 hours and watch me crochet 1 granny square. At this point, I'm just like a just chatting stream, but you guys are great. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys next time. Hopefully like on Monday. Okay. Bye guys.